By KZN ANC on the outcomes of the Provincial Working Committee meeting, which also dealt with local government issues, including the recent redeployment of eThekwini and Umsunduzi mayors and executive excos in both municipalities. Our reporter Ayanda Mhlongo is there. A very good morning to you, Ayanda. What can you tell us?
A very good morning to you, Desiree. Well, as you said, at about 11:30 today, the leaders of the ANC, and we understand, Desiree, that this time, unlike press conferences that we've held here at the party's offices in Durban, which were usually addressed by the spokesperson as well as the secretary, this time around it will be addressed by the top 5 officials of the ANC in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. In fact, just moments ago, I was inside the building and went into the venue where the press conference is going to be taking place, and indeed the setup is that there is 6 chairs, and it is unusual because, as I said, usually press conferences are only are done by the secretary Mdumiseni Nduli. But of course, Desiree, we understand that this is a very important media briefing, a very, very important announcement. The people of this province and South Africa who have been following the developments here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, here in the city of eThekwini, as well as in Pietermaritzburg and Umsunduzi municipality, where, as you said, the executive council members in those two municipalities were recalled by the party last week, and the party then saying that they were going to redeploy those members. So over the past couple of days, or the past 7 days, as the ANC had said in its last briefing, that they needed 7 days for the Provincial Working Committee to sit and try to find new candidates who they were going to take over these vacancies. So here in eThekwini it would be the 5 vacancies, as well as in Umsunduzi. Of course, most importantly, I think all eyes are going to be on who is going to be the mayor of eThekwini, as well as the mayor of Umsunduzi, after both Zandile Kumete and Themba Njilo were recalled, as we've said. So a very, very important briefing today at Desiree. Of course, there were also other local government related issues that they were dealing with. As we know, that it's not just the 2 councils where the leaders were recalled. There was also other municipalities that are without mayors who have been ill for quite some time. They also needed to fill in the vacancies that were created in at least 4 other municipalities. And so over the past days, the ANC's working committee has been discussing amongst itself on who. We understand, Desiree, that there has been a number of candidates. It has been quite a difficult process, as we are told that there are some people that they had approached, others have declined, and particularly here in the city. We understand that there were 3 names, one being the now MEC of Economic Development, Nomusa Dube Ngube, also the MEC of Transport, Thomas Kawunda, as well as the former Director General of the Premier's Office, Advocate Nhlanhla Ngidi. These were the 3 names that have been spoken about, and we understand that the leaders were in conversation with these 3 leaders on whether or not they would be available to take over this position. Of course, whoever takes over is coming into a very much divided, not only the ANC, but there's lots of issues with regards to the functionings as well of the municipalities. Before the decision was made, the divisions amongst councillors, especially here, and so the political issues seem to have spilled over into the running of the municipalities. The councillors also saying that they're unable to perform their duties because of these divisions. So the mayor who comes in is going to inherit a lot of takeover and have to deal with a lot of challenges, the function of a municipality, but also then you have the regional issues that are playing themselves out and the divisions within the ANC itself. And so possibly that has been why it's been rather difficult for the ANC leaders to find that candidate who then says they are willing and will accept that position of being mayor of eThekwini. Today, though, we expect them to announce the 10 names of who will take over. The other issue at Desiree, of course, is that, as you know, last week the president of came here to meet with, she was led by her executive and also the Women's League leaders here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. They also met with the ANC leaders, and you know that specifically here in eThekwini, there were 3 women that were removed. Zandile Kumete being the mayor, there was Foze Pierre, the deputy mayor, as well as Nelly Nyaniso, who was the chief whip. And we understand that from the Women's League, they are now saying that they want to ensure that these positions are replaced by women, and they do not, and so they will be eagerly also wanting to hear what decisions the party is going to take and whether or not they are going to indeed fill all the positions where the women have been removed, that they fill those positions with women. So it's a tough one, Desiree. It has been for the leaders of the ANC, but in about 30 minutes time we should get to finally find out that what decision they've made.
Ayanda, as we wrap up, but just onto an unrelated matter, but it ties in, stories coming up today about the former provincial deputy speaker, Mishak Khadebe, saying that he witnessed vote buying in Nasrec. Is that even a conversation at all in the province?
It's certainly not one that has come out yet. We've heard, and there's been a lot of discussion on that to understand through social media as well. Desiree, after the Nasrec conference, there were some allegations of that sort, but never to the point that the party wanted to look into or investigate. Of course, it's probably now that again it's been raised, will be a question that will be posed to the ANC leadership. But after that conference, from what we got understood from the province and all the issues that seem to have emanated around the conference, ANC leaders here saying that they wanted to put that conference behind them and move forward. But certainly, as pointed out, it is a discussion and one that we will then pose to the leaders of the ANC to respond to.
Thank you so much for giving us that update today.